Welcome back to Global View. The People's Democratic Party is in serious trouble, and the party leadership knows it. On Tuesday evening, members of the PDP National Working Committee, led by National Chairman Tanimu Turaki, arrived at former President Goodluck Jonathan's office in Maitama, Abuja, at exactly 5:45 in the evening in 6 SUVs. This was not just a courtesy visit, this was a desperate plea for help from a party drowning in crisis and looking for a lifeline from one of its most important leaders. The delegation that met with Jonathan was impressive and showed just how serious the situation has become. The entire National Working Committee was there, former governors showed up, members of the Board of Trustees came, founding fathers and founding mothers of the party were present, state chairmen attended, and former ministers made sure they were in that room. Among those present were former Niger State Governor Babangida Aliyu, Professor Jerry Gana, who is a founding father of the PDP, General Ishaya Bamai, and several members of the National Working Committee, including National Secretary Taufik Arapaja, National Publicity Secretary Ini Ubong, and Deputy National Secretary Richard Ihediwa. When a political party brings out this level of firepower for a meeting, you know something big is happening. The closed-door meeting lasted approximately 1 hour and 30 minutes, and what was discussed inside that room could determine the future of Nigeria's main opposition party. The PDP is dealing with a leadership crisis that threatens to tear the party apart completely. Right now, there are two rival factions fighting over who is the legitimate national chairman of the party. One faction backs Abdulrahman Mohammed, who is reportedly aligned with the camp of FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, while the opposing group supports Tanimu Turaki, who has the backing of Bauchi State Governor Bala Mohammed and Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde. This is not just a small disagreement between party members. This is a full-blown war with legal battles in multiple courts, internal distrust at every level, and real fears that the party might not be able to organize itself properly for upcoming elections. Speaking to journalists after the meeting, Turaki explained that the primary purpose of the visit was to formally introduce members of the newly elected National Working Committee to Jonathan and brief him on everything that has happened since the party held its national convention in Ibadan last November. But everyone knows this visit was about much more than introductions. The PDP needs Jonathan's influence, his wisdom, his connections, and most importantly, his reassurance that the party can survive this crisis and still be competitive in future elections. Jonathan's response to the PDP delegation was exactly what they needed to hear. The former president gave his assurance that he remains an active card-carrying member of the PDP and that he still feels deeply obligated to the party. Jonathan said that the PDP has done everything for him that could be done for an individual, making him deputy governor, then vice president, and finally president of Nigeria. He emphasized that because the party gave him so much, he feels he must give back to the party, especially now when it needs him most. If you are finding this political drama as fascinating as it truly is, and you want to stay updated on everything happening in Nigerian politics, please hit that like button right now and subscribe to this channel. We bring you the real stories behind the headlines, and we make sure you understand what is really going on in our country. The subscribe button is right there, and clicking it takes just 1 second. What makes this meeting even more significant is that Jonathan pledged to become even more active in PDP affairs going forward. This is huge news because there have been rumors and speculations for months that Jonathan might be considering a return to politics and possibly running for president again in 2027. Last year, the PDP zoned its presidential ticket to the South, and since Jonathan is from the South, many political observers believe he could be drafted as the party's candidate. Jonathan himself has remained silent on these rumors, neither confirming nor denying any presidential ambitions, but his pledge to be more active in the party has only increased the speculation. Turaki described Jonathan's comments as very reassuring and extremely encouraging, particularly as the party prepares for off-season governorship elections in Ekiti State and Osun State later this year, and of course for the big prize, which is the 2027 general elections. The PDP chairman made it clear that despite all the internal problems, the party remains the most viable opposition platform in Nigeria and the leading opposition party in the country. He said the new leadership is committed to taking the party back to the people who are the real owners, promising that there will be a playing field, inclusivity, an end to impunity, and no more allowing people to take what does not belong to them. Jonathan made an important point that the PDP is more than just a political platform, calling it a national institution that has been a critical contributor to Nigerian democracy since 1999. He noted that the PDP is the only surviving original political party since 1998, which gives it historical resilience and institutional strength that should not be underestimated despite current difficulties. The former president urged the party leadership to place national interest and institutional development above personal considerations, stressing that strong political parties are essential for democratic stability in any country. The legal battles facing the PDP are serious and complex. Multiple lawsuits challenging the party's national leadership are currently pending before different courts at various levels. Turaki confirmed that Jonathan was fully briefed on all these court cases and the party's legal strategy for dealing with them. As a senior lawyer himself, Jonathan listened carefully to the explanations about the cases before the courts. When asked about Jonathan's recommendations for resolving the crisis, Turaki said Jonathan offered valuable suggestions that would not be made public but would be acted upon accordingly. One of the immediate challenges facing the PDP is the controversy surrounding the Independent National Electoral Commission and the party's candidates for upcoming governorship elections. Turaki claimed that INEC has been blocking the party from uploading candidate information on the commission's portal, even though INEC attended and monitored the PDP primaries in both Ekiti State and Osun State last year. INEC gave the party passwords to access the portal, they downloaded the forms and filled them out, but then INEC blocked them from uploading the data. Turaki insisted that INEC has recognized his leadership by attending and monitoring the party primaries, but recent actions by the commission are raising concerns about its neutrality and operational independence. Make sure you share this video with your friends and family who are interested in Nigerian politics because this story is developing rapidly and everyone needs to know what is happening. Hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comment section, and subscribe to this channel so you never miss important political updates. Turn on that notification bell so you get alerts whenever we post new content. On the possibility of political solutions to the party's crisis, Turaki made it clear that the leadership is open to reconciliation only with individuals who are genuinely willing to make peace. He emphasized that not every political disagreement should go to court, but pointed out that all the cases currently before the courts were instituted against the PDP, not by the PDP, and the party has a responsibility to defend itself. Turaki said that after the legal processes are complete, the leadership will still engage those who show remorse and willingness to remain loyal party members. He stated clearly that when the new leadership was sworn in, they promised to reach out to all aggrieved members because the party needs all hands on deck for the task ahead. The Turaki-led National Working Committee has been on a consultation tour, meeting with elder statesmen to seek their support and guidance for resolving the party's crisis. Before visiting Jonathan, they had already met with former President Olusegun Obasanjo, former military president Ibrahim Babangida, and former Minister of Defense T.Y. Danjuma. This shows that the leadership understands they need buy-in from all the major stakeholders if they hope to bring unity and move forward successfully.